Great. Hi, everyone. Ooh, there we go. Cool, let me start that again. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for today's post-Days Play press conference featuring Dane Paterson. We will look to, of course, take one question at a time. Who would like to start us off today? We are going to start on the side. Amir beat you to it there for those. Go ahead, Amir.
Dan, you're obviously well bowled first and foremost, career best figures, and you showed some real emotion when celebrating, particularly that fifth wicket. Obviously the figures itself is incredible, but if you could just speak on what makes this specific milestone so special.
Well, yeah, obviously my first fifer in Test cricket at the age of 35. I think that's a feat on its own. But yeah, it's just basically reward throughout my career. That's how I look at it. I think that's why I celebrate it like that. And obviously, at the age of 35, you never know when you're done with international cricket. So to take 5 wickets today is quite special, especially for me and especially for my family. So yeah, I think that's why all the emotions just came out. It feels like scoring 100. So yeah.
Feroz?
Pato, talk us through that over. I mean, the second ball in particular, where with the leave, and then I mean the fantastic catch from Marco Jansen. Like, what were you thinking as all of those things happened?
Well, obviously, looking at the scoreboard, you on 4 wickets, and Temba kept on asking me, "Are you okay? Do you want to keep going on? Keep going on?" And obviously, I told him I do want to carry on, but I told him, "But if I'm not going to take this 1 wicket, then take me off, because at the end of the day, it is for the team. We had a 40-odd run lead, so you're obviously thinking about that." But yeah, I was not actually getting frustrated by all the plays and misses, so I just tried to stay calm, and luckily Fernando nicked it.
And before the match, you spoke about, maybe you'd have to do some donkey work, and KG and Marco would maybe, come in and take some wickets. And we saw yesterday was you bowled 2 excellent spells. Can you just talk through kind of the patience required to wait, and then, the rewards come maybe in a heap today?
Yeah, I spoke about it this morning. Obviously, yesterday it was a kind of weird one, because obviously the batting wind was blowing. I think my hairline took more beating than my body yesterday. But yeah, I just think we just stayed patient enough, and I said it this morning. I think today we'll reap our rewards, and because we knew we were 13 overs away for the new ball, luckily Marco took a wicket, and I think once we got a new ball, I think we could see the deviation and the nip was happening a bit quicker, and we just had to put the ball in the right area, and luckily we got some wickets.
Alfred?
Pero, I just want to get back to this dirty work thing. 571, and you deserved those figures. There was nothing dirty about that. You were threatening, and you looked better than some of those oaks you were doing the dirty work for at times. I mean, you wouldn't say that was dirty work, would you?
Well, I'd say it is. I think we spoke about it in the week. One person has to lift their hand up, and I did. I said I'm going to do that work. So yeah, like I said, if I'm doing the dirty work and picking up 1 or 2 wickets, it's a positive for the team. But yeah, there was a couple of plays and misses, and luckily I got one last night. So I just thinking of carrying on that mantra, because obviously there is something in that wicket. It's just up to us to expose it. So yeah.
We're going to go Fernando, then Rex.
You spoke about having that test match 5-4 now against your name forever. But it's taken a long time, playing for knots, playing lots of domestic cricket. There's been a lot of overs that went into that. Can you just talk a little bit about that whole journey, and kind of, was it a dream to have a 5-4 like this?
Well, obviously, it's a dream to play for your country. I think when I was playing my cricket, there was a very good fast bowling stock. I mean, Vernon Philander, Morkel, Steyn, so all those guys that have been playing before me, and you think like, okay, one day could I have my chance? And yeah, luckily today I got my chance and I took it with both hands. So it's been a long journey. I think it's been a successful journey. So yeah, just completing it with a test fifer just sweetens that career just a bit more.
Is there one wicket in that five that you especially remember, or that you took like a special joy in?
I think the ball to Mendes that bowled him was quite nice. I think that's a bowler's dream. I know getting nicked off an LBW, I enjoy it, but just that ball just hitting top of the bales is quite nice to see. So yeah.
Rex?
Dane, congratulations on your maiden 5-wicket haul. Sri Lanka started the day with 7 wickets in hand, and all the talk was about surviving the new ball, which was 13 overs due. How crucial was getting Angelo Matthews' wicket off the old ball?
Yeah, I think it was very crucial because I think he looked very comfortable against the new ball. I mean the old ball. So like I said, it was crucial for us to take 1 or 2 wickets before the new ball. I think if that didn't happen, it probably would have been a different story. But yeah, I just think if you bowl the right area and a new batter comes into the crease, I think it will definitely be difficult for a new batter.
If I'm not mistaken, you nearly had a stumping of your own bowling yesterday.
I think, yeah, Carl Verena, yeah.
As a seamer, how would you have fancied having a stumping of your own bowling?
Yeah, I mean that would be a pretty cool stat. But yeah, I think especially yesterday because the batters were batting out the crease, and especially the wicket was reacting a bit slowly. So it's just the different options that we tried. But yeah, that would have been nice, definitely.
Cool, just going to go one at the back and then...
Dane, first and foremost, great achievement, well played. I stand to be corrected, and we forget a lot of things about the year 2020 for obvious reasons, but I think 4 years ago you made your debut at this ground against England. Would you consider this, from your first game then 4 years ago to now, like a full circle moment to achieve your career best test figures at the same ground that you debuted in?
Yeah, definitely a full circle moment, I think. Obviously, you would want to do well in your debut game, but to come back to the ground that you made your debut and to fix unfinished business, I would say, it's definitely a full circle moment, and yeah, I feel very chuffed about it.
And then the last one from my side, you mentioned at the very beginning that to get your career best at 35, it's a special achievement on its own. Normally at this time of your career, sportsmen start winding down, possibly considering like hanging it up. I'm not saying you're considering hanging it up, but maybe those thoughts have crossed your mind. Would this be something maybe that makes you think, that makes you feel like, you know what, maybe I can push on for maybe another 7, 8, just to see how far I can get within the national team setup, now that you feel that maybe you're getting better and better and better even at this age?
Well, if we add tours to seeming wickets like Australia and England, then definitely I'd say. But obviously, we're going to Pakistan and that. So maybe after the New Year's Test match, or if I make that squad, then I'll probably have a think about it. But all in all, it's probably all up to the coach. I mean, we got some fast bowlers that are not playing this Test match. So obviously, you have to make space for them. So yeah, at the end of the day, it just depends on what Shukri wants and what Shukri's plans is. So yeah, I mean, I thought I played my last test in Hamilton, and yeah, I am taking a fifer. So I mean, I didn't give up. So yeah, there's always space. But yeah, there's definitely a chat that me and Shukri should have after New Year. So it's all up to him.
And then lastly, we'll close with Firdous.
Yeah, just this thing on being 35 and, you know, waiting so long. It's obviously not old in the lifespan of things, but in a sports span of things. You know, do you feel there's an advantage that comes with age, that maybe, you know, an experience that other guys don't have?
Yeah, I think definitely experience comes with it. I think my 4 years at Notts definitely helped. with this. So I think playing a lot of games, bowling a lot of balls, obviously it gives you confidence because I know what I can do, and I showed it out there. So definitely that all this past 4 years, playing county cricket and playing franchise cricket, definitely helped, and it's definitely given me more confidence in what I can do and the ability I can do. Probably I didn't have a lot of confidence in 2020. Maybe I just had a lot of pressure, but I think every ball I bowled out there today, I enjoyed. So I think it's the enjoyment aspect that I'm enjoying coming to the end of my 35 years of age. So yeah.
Great. On that note, that concludes the presser. Thank you very much, everyone. Sri Lanka are straight away up next.
Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.